There is a very, very thin dividing line between success and failure.
The more successful you become, the more pressure and the more responsibility you will have, which is an incredible opportunity to be able to help the world, your friends, and anybody else in need. That responsibility doesn't necessarily have to be just giving money away. That can mean starting a new business in which needs more jobs and more people get jobs. Therefore, they will be able to produce for their family and you help them get a job and get money to help provide for their family. Or it can be with ideas. You can just constantly be pumping out ideas in which people need help with. Let's say you think of a need to help somebody. There you are, being that responsible, successful person, helping the ones who need your help.
I traveled in life where I felt I could improve on the way things were being done by other people.
You should go ahead and take the mindset of every day is a brand new opportunity for you to help somebody or change something in the world for the better.
So we'll make bold moves, but we'll also make sure we've got ways out if things go wrong.
You're always going to want to have a positive mindset no matter what situation you're in. That way, nothing can truly get you down. You'll always be striving to make the next day better than the one before. And if you keep doing that, you'll have a series of incredible days, always excited, always happy, always wanting to do big things and change the world in every single way that you can.
You have to be very good at praising and looking for the best in people.
If you start making some money, and if you know that you've got your feet firmly on the ground, then I think enormous responsibility comes with becoming a successful entrepreneur or businessman, because unlike becoming a successful doctor, or actually a doctor maybe not be the best example, but a successful nurse or journalist or success in any other field, extreme wealth comes with becoming a successful entrepreneur. And if capitalism is to be is to be given a good name rather than a bad name, it's essential that capitalists and entrepreneurs give back to society, and you can do that in a number of ways. I mean, one way is obviously to reinvest that wealth in creating new businesses, new jobs, and that in itself is important, and something which I suspect most people in this room will do. The other thing is to actually think about the money that you're spending, and maybe invest it in socially responsible areas.
I look at everything as an opportunity. So I'm positive about life generally, and I generally feel that you can find ways of solving problems and making things work. Nearly full kind of person rather than a glass half full. So I think out of being just a generally positive person, you can make positive things happen. Come up with an idea for a new business. I don't bring in accounting firms to cost analyze it, because one accounting firm will say it's a good idea, another accounting firm will say it's a bad idea. So if I for instance had brought in an accounting firm to say, will Virgin Atlantic work when we started the airline, I'm sure they would have said no way. But what I knew was, if I could create the kind of airline I'd want to fly on that was exceptionally better than any other airline flying, that it was likely that more money would come in the year than go, and I'd have money left over at the end of the year. And that turned out to be the case, because people love Virgin Atlantic.
It really, in the end, it's down to individuals. I mean, what I would say is that I think, I would encourage companies to work really hard towards getting a sort of 50-50, women on their board, even to the extent of encouraging politicians to actually change laws to force a situation where there's 50% women on boards. Because in countries where they've done it, like Norway and Sweden, in Scandinavian countries, the companies seem to have benefited from it. But anyway, in the meantime, all of us who own companies must try to increase the size of our boards, just to try to make sure that we get more women on them. To me, I've spent a lifetime creating things that hopefully I think can make a difference to other people's lives. Genuinely, have never set about to sort of think of myself as a businessman. If I lost it all, I'm sure I'd want to carry on creating. Most of my time is now spent creating not-for-profit ventures like the Elders or the Carbon War Room or Centre for Disease Control or trying to protect species, and that's where I get my main satisfaction from. And somehow, even if I didn't have any money, I would do my best to continue to do that.
And so if you're going to have a group of people together, they must be happy people. And if they're going to be happy people, they've got to be led by somebody who is happy themselves, who loves people, who cares generally about people, and who looks for the best in people, who is somebody who doesn't criticize, but who praises and brings out the best in people. So we look for people who are great leaders of people because they genuinely care about people, and we're lucky at Virgin. That's the kind of people we've got.